everyone, and welcome back to yet another Lithuania Vlog Part 3. Before we set off to conquer the day, we need to have a strong coffee, and my mum was kind enough to leave me some very nice breakfast. Protein! She also left me a very cute note with my name and a little heart on it, and I just had my little brekkie, you know, outside. I mean, how can you not have the breakfast outside or any other meal when the views are like that? It's just gorgeous. I was also ready to down my massive cup of coffee that was bigger than my already big head because I was looking very tired. And I finished breakfast with a little Eastern European sweet that's made of sweetened cow milk, I believe. 10 out of 10 would eat again. Anyways, enough yapping. Today's plan is to get ready, go visit my grandparents at the summer house, see the bees, go swimming, sunbathe, eat more incredible food, and bother my mum while she's making bouquets and being productive. So, I don't know, that sounds like a pretty good day to me. So if you're interested, stick around. But before we do any of this good stuff, we need to get ready because I look ridiculous. That I'm gonna shock you guys with is my disgusting blender. You're gonna have a heart attack, I'm telling you. It is fucking gross. I've been using it for 2 years now. I know, I shouldn't be. That's why I get pimples probably. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. It is horrific. I wash it, but sometimes it's just not enough. Sometimes washing it is just not enough. Using my two-faced mirror. I still got some eyeshadows in there. And I'm not gonna bore you with the whole makeup routine because you know what, the end result is not that amazing. So, and before we set off, I had the chance to eat some more of the amazing food that my mum makes. I mean, let's be honest, all of my mum's food is 10 out of 10, so does this really need a rating? We took a detour to the garden center. I think my mum needed some soil or something like that. Then we continued our trip to see my grandparents. I haven't seen them for a while and I've really missed them, so I literally cannot wait to see them. And their neighbor there has a really strange plushy tiger that always scares the shit out of me. Mind you, we don't have tigers in Lithuania. And we finally made it and I got to see my grandma, and it does feel like ages since I last saw her, but at the same time it feels like we've just seen each other yesterday. I don't know if that makes sense, but she's the absolute best. She looks like she hasn't aged a day, still busy with her bees and her garden and everything else. So honestly, what a woman. And then I went and got to see my grandpa, who was chilling, reading a newspaper with the best view, like having the best time. So I thought I would come in and completely destroy the chilled out vibes. And Grandpa looks handsome as ever. He's always got a beaming smile on his face. Honestly, so positive. And from the spot where he sat, he gets to see this view. Like, isn't this just gorgeous? Anyways, let's continue the tour. And these are my grandparents' bees. I don't remember exactly how many families they keep, but this is the honey that the bees produce. So they're working overtime, these bees. And as if my grandma isn't busy enough, she also has a massive greenhouse to take care of that produces tomatoes like that. Like, this is insane to me. And here's my beautiful mom. And here are some of the peppers that my grandma grows as well. Like, to me, this is absolutely incredible. I can only hope to be as good of a gardener someday when I have a garden as she is. And this is a beehive that my grandparents dedicated to my partner Andrew, which is adorable. And this is one that they dedicated to me, even though I don't help take care of it because I'm a piece of shit. But it is a really special place. It just has such a common atmosphere here. So no wonder my grandparents just absolutely love spending their time here. And before leaving, we nicked some veg for my grandma for dinner. And before I left, I quickly got to see where they keep all the bees keeping equipment. I think this is like my grandpa's office basically, which is very cozy, very cottagecore of him. And then my uncle randomly walked past in all this lawn mowing equipment. I didn't even realize he was around, to be honest. And then before going home, obviously we had to go for a little frolic, and I wanted to copy my mom. Nowhere near as graceful as she is, but hey, I tried. Although it's always sad to say goodbye, the day is not over yet. So we decided to go by the lake because it's really hot and we really want to go for a swim. So here we are. It's really nice here and the water is always really warm, but I'm absolutely terrified of stepping on a snake, even though there's probably no snakes there. I'm just an idiot. But going for a swim with my mom is always a summer highlight, I'll be honest. Except this time we sat down by an ant's nest and that wasn't fun. I'm just kidding, today is the best day ever, really. Like, look at this lake, it's absolutely gorgeous around here. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I think we went for about 3 swims and then we dried off and it was time to go home because it wasn't as hot as it was earlier. And we were also getting pretty hungry. When we got home, my mom had made some soup before that, and then for dessert we had watermelon. Honestly, I definitely never realized how lucky I was to have a mom that feeds me so much before I moved out. But now that I'm not a stupid teenager anymore, I can actually appreciate everything she does for me, and I really do. And after all the amazing food that we had, we're just having a little coffee, chilling out. My mom's picking some flowers because she needs to make a bouquet. And she's just so good at it, because even this, I would be like, oh, this is a gorgeous bouquet. But it's just her picking flowers and putting them together. This is not a bouquet yet, do you know what I mean? You'll see the actual flower arrangements that she makes later and it'll knock your socks off. And after having a couple of our apples and taking the dead branches to the compost, we decided it was time to go for a little walk. Our destination today is my grandma's garden. It's not far away from where my mom lives, so it's a nice little easy walk. My mom grows some more flowers there and she has some nice hydrangeas there that she's gonna use for the flower bouquets, and here's some poppies. And in general, it's just such a nice garden. I love that it's not overly manicured and it's just a garden, you know? And I love it. This is me kickstarting a very successful dancing career on TikTok. Obviously, I'm not too old for it. And this is some writing on my grandma's garden house door. It didn't just appear randomly, it was my uncle who did it. And now time for a little garden house tour. It's very cozy. It's full of veg and garlic and fruit and stuff like that. My grandma keeps it all here for storage, and it dries quite well because it's nice and warm. And also she kept the postcard that I made for her ages ago for her birthday. It's so cute that she kept it still. But as I said earlier, this garden is absolutely thriving and I really love it. It just has such a nice aura. And there's flowers and there's apples and other fruit and there's berries as well. It's just perfect. And here's my mom looking gorgeous as always with all the flowers that she picked. And it was time to go home and make some flower bouquets. So here's my mom's prep. She put everything in water so it doesn't wilt. And she cleaned off the flowers, taken off the leaves of a lot of them. And she's using some floral foam for some of them. The foam makes this really squeaky, annoying sound, which both my mom and I hate. But it helps keep all these beautiful flowers alive, so hey, it's worth it. And here's me pretending that I'm helping her with the flowers and all, but I'm only walking around and just taking pictures of all her beautiful flowers in her garden. I did help for a second in the end and helped her bring some flowers from the other garden. And as a reward, I picked myself some apples, which were really hard to bite, but really sweet. And here's my mom being the cool florist that she is with her leather glove, you know, taking care of the flowers before she puts them all together. And I don't know how she does it because it's so quick and it already looks amazing. She just kind of picks something up, puts it together, and it looks absolutely amazing. She's so talented because she not only puts it all together, but the majority of these flowers she grew herself. Absolutely blows my mind every time I see it. We noticed that some storm clouds started gathering, so we decided to move everything indoors. And our timing was perfect because a couple of minutes later it started pouring like this. We even got some thunder and some lightning throughout the night. With all the rain and it being quite dark, I wasn't able to take pictures or videos of my mom's bouquets. So I'll show you what they looked like the next morning. Here they are. Just absolutely stunning. Honestly, I don't know how she does it. Whoever's receiving these flowers is very lucky, and I'm sure that they will love it. That's the second bouquet as well. Very nice and bright. And that's it for day 3 in Lithuania. I really hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, please consider subscribing and liking this video as well. There will be plenty more to come, so I'll see you guys next time. Mwah!